can't handle the truth.
Welcome to Drop Me Off in Nashville with Scotty and friends.
Welcome to Drop Me Off in Nashville, you guys. Now, today is a treat and a half. I will tell you, I don't know you. I met you today.
Correct.
I've seen you online. I've done a lot of research on you. I'm extremely impressed by you.
Well, thank you, Scott.
And what you're doing. I want to read this, okay? I'm not going to tell anybody who you are yet, but this is what I want to read. This is insane. Tailgate is at the top of the Spotify's Fresh Finds playlist. When I was in high school, I would see all who was on this playlist and literally study it to see who was up and coming. It's such a full circle moment now seeing my own song on this playlist. Everyone I've been working with the best, everyone I've been working with on these last couple of songs have been praying to the Spotify playlisted. And this morning, that prayer got answered. God is so dang good, so good. And you put hands together. Yes. You guys, I'm going to introduce you to this fabulous woman who puts the Lord Jesus first before anything else right after this.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ready. Let's do this. It's showtime. Please pay attention. Stop what you're doing and welcome our guest.
Hey, welcome back to Drop Me Off in Nashville. I hope you enjoyed our little bumpers and our commercials. You guys, listen to this. This young lady's name is Amber Marie. Welcome, Anne Marie, to our show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you reached out about a month ago, and I really worked hard to get you in. I started doing my research on you, and young lady, I am very impressed with your career.
Well, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that
You
so
came
much.
from Pennsylvania.
Correct.
How did that happen?
North. So I am from a very small town. My graduating class is like 71 kids.
Awesome.
So super small town girl.
Love that.
Ever since I was born, I've had these big dreams of being a country music star.
Good.
And God has placed that on my heart for forever. And I was like in high school, wondering what my next move was going to be. And I was talking with one of my counselors, and she was like, well, there's this school right in the heart of Nashville. It's called Belmont University.
Wonderful school.
Great school. I cannot say enough good things about Belmont. And she was like, well, there's a songwriting program, and if you apply and get in, major in that, minor in music business. And I was like, okay. I was this like shy girl in high school. And I was like, hey, well, if I get in, I'll go there. If not, I'll go to Penn State. That was kind of like, where my family had gone. And I prayed about it. I applied, and I did not get in the first time. So I was like, man, am I not meant to do this? But there was something on my heart that's like, just try again. Don't give up. Try again. And so I did. I tried again. And right before that fall, I ended up getting in. And that's exactly what I did. By the grace of God, I got to go to Belmont University, majored in songwriting, minored in music business, and I just graduated in May, so I am fresh out.
So let's talk about the music business.
Yes.
You have a minor in that.
I do.
This old business is music is business.
Correct.
First, right?
Correct, yes.
And you have to understand what that business is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been a music manager for about 18 years. International artist too. I got a Billboard artist now that's going out. And it is more business than it is music.
It is.
And you have to play that game, whether you like it or not, right? And you have to protect yourself. And what comes with that is how you handle yourself online, right? All your social media accounts, how you perform at your shows, what shows that you do, what you say, what you don't say.
Yeah.
So you graduated. How did you put that all together? How did you decide that I have to start somewhere?
Yeah.
And where did you start?
Oh my goodness. Well, lots of praying and be like, whatever path I'm meant to go down, whoever I'm meant to meet, whatever doors you want to be open, please open them. And so that's exactly what I've been doing. But yeah, so I graduated with a songwriting major, music business minor. And again, I cannot thank the professors enough. I feel like they prepped me so well when it came to copyright law, what a contract looks like, what a publishing catalog looks like how to do all that and what to look for whenever you're going with a management company, things to look out for, people to trust. And honestly, it's such a gut feeling too.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm like, dear Lord, please, if I'm meant to do this, give me the right gut feeling. If not, and it has helped me so much tremendously, is prayer in that,
Well, the thing about it is a lot of people can sell a box of rocks and it's sad.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard, oh, you just moved down here? Where are you from? I'm from, let's just say Minnesota. Yeah, my grandma died and she left me $30,000. Well, it's amazing. I can get you in a studio for $30,000 and all this and all that and all. And it makes my skin crawl.
It does, yeah.
Because I'm like, please don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not necessary. That's why I've always learned quickly when I got to town 18 years ago, I did a lot of shutting up and I listened. And I tried to gravitate to the people that seemed to make the most sense and were most kind. It's why I ended up in a place like this with Sonic Eden Studios with John, because number one, he's a great human being.
Yeah.
He has an amazing studio. This is
beautiful.
One of the best gems. The people, if I told you that recording here, you'd shake in your shoes because they sat where you're sitting but they trust in John. And I've used John on different levels, from working with Tommy Two-Tone in here, 86753, and I manage him. And we had a bunch of different artists. And then we had a project ourselves that I had to do as an experiment project. And I brought that into John about a month ago, and he helped me with that as well. So I really trust in this studio and this atmosphere because it's, number one, it's a fair price. I know what I'm going to get. And I'm not going to have some guy say, well, it's just $30,000.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why I started this podcast, is because I was so scared and I was so tired of hearing the dreamers, the people who come down and do rely either on the Lord or their gift or both, and they get to Nashville and the next thing you know, they got to go home because somebody took advantage of them because they want the dream so bad.
Yeah.
You were smart. You went to Belmont. You got to have record label people come in and speak with you guys on multiple occasions. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. And one of the big things that they said was, if somebody promises you the world, like, we're going to make you a star, we're going to get you, they can't promise that. It is not up to the labels. It's not up to the publishers. It is up to the fans. And I learned that about my own music through TikTok. Like, whenever I first posted the chorus of Deserve a Song, I was like, I just wrote it. I was mad at my ex. Like, I was like, I'm just going to put this up there. Like, didn't think anything of it. But the fans took it to a whole new level. I ended up releasing it about a year ago. So it's not up to us. Yeah. It's up to the fans. And so I think that when someone tries to promise you something with your money,
run.
Exactly. It's a teamwork.
Yeah. Run the other way.
Yeah.
But see what you do, what's so smart about your business project is that you post a lot, but you post good content.
Well, thank you.
You take your time. You make sure it's shot right. You make sure the angles are right. You make sure it's classy. You make sure it sounds good. And that goes a long ways.
Yeah.
But people see that. And I think that's what's helped you grow as fast as you have, because you've taken that craft to heart, but you've made sure that your image, your brand, is put in the best light. That's important, right?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And you've seen that with results with your numbers.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking 500,000 on Spotify.
God is good. He works in crazy ways.
And how did you do that? Is there a secret
goodness.
that you want to share with somebody trying? Or is there a secret? What do you think that is? That's not easy to do. You know that.
Well, I think it all stems from, and it's so cliche, but truly being yourself and like showing your personality. I credit all the social media tactics that I learned to the 615 house. Yes. Whenever I was a sophomore, they were my first internship.
Awesome.
And I have no clue. I had nothing on my resume. I was like, can I please intern with you guys? And Chris Rudiger and Kyra were so great to take a chance on me.
Say their names again.
Chris Rudiger and Kyra Hanovan. She just got married.
You guys, good for you for taking on and doing the right thing. I applaud you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They're wonderful people. And so I was their social media intern. I did all the digital marketing and helping posting that. So they were like, I would have alarms set on my phone with them for like, post this clip at 10 a.m. and then post this at noon.
But you're supposed to.
Correct, yeah.
There's reasons why that's in place, correct?
Yes.
You can't just willy-nilly post.
Nope.
It's strategic.
It's very strategic.
And figure that out.
Yeah.
Because that's what'll help you grow organically.
Exactly, yeah.
And you don't need all the other nonsense. But you have to put that work in.
Yes.
And how did you know that? Did you learn that? Or is that built in you from a childhood that you just know how to work?
A lot of it was trial and error. And again, you're running a business, so you got to look at the numbers. Like I would go on their Facebook stats and see, okay, when are the Facebook audience on this app the most, and treat every app differently too. Like you're not going to have the same fan base on YouTube Shorts as you are on Instagram. So finding, again, that comes with trial and error of who likes what are they being drawn to? Is it the Monster Energy videos? Is it the Ariat collabs? Like see what works. And again, it takes a lot of practice.
Time.
And time and, shooting with different people and seeing that. And so once I studied their numbers and worked with their Facebook and Instagram, I was like, I wonder if I can do this with mine. And that's exactly what I did. I would just study on my TikTok, okay, who's on at what time? How can I push this in the best way? What do they like? And yeah, collabing with your friends too is great.
Right.
Like me and Baker Blankenship did a video together in a life where we work out and it went viral. People loved it. So they're like, oh, let's do this again.
Yeah. Because it worked.
It did. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that what that does is that draws them. Do you use the same hashtags over and over again? Do you mix that up or?
I do. It depends. Like for what I found, what works for me is I'm a country music artist, so my hashtags are just like hashtag country music, acoustic, trending, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't,
Yeah.
So those are kind of my go-to ones though.
So as a songwriter, when you sit down to write, do you write every day? Do you write once a week? Do you set up appointments? Do you have a publishing deal? Where are you at with that?
I write every single day.
Excellent.
Sometimes it's doubles, but it is like my biggest passion in life.
You scooched over something really quick. You said doubles. Explain what that means to people.
So whenever you have a double, sometimes people do want triples. I don't know if I could do that. But it's when you have 2 writing sessions in one day.
Right.
So right now I nanny 2 days a week. I work at 2 different Pilates studios. So I'll open the Pilates studio from 5:30 to 10:30, and then I'll have a double that day usually. So I'll write from like 11 to 2, and then again from like 3 to 6.
Okay, so how do you set those appointments up? Was that through school, or did you set them up through the 615?
Mostly through Belmont.
They did that for you.
Correct. Yeah, I had never co-written before because I was, small town, scary.
Am I worth it?
Correct. Not a big music scene in Blairsville. So whenever I moved to Nashville, we would, in our classes, they would be like, okay, now you're going to co-write with these people and write a song. And I'm like, oh boy, like I like writing on my own. I don't know if I can do this. Like, what can I bring to the table? And I fell in love with co-writing. It is so beneficial for me to come in with an idea and have the people that I believe in to turn it into something and watch it. Like, you got to trust them too, and make it just better than what I could have done myself.
But the thing about it is that when you step out of your comfort zone, that's the best thing for any artist.
Yes.
Because now you realize that you're okay in that zone.
Yeah.
And it's okay to live here. But it felt kind of icky.
Yeah.
Am I worth this? Right. I just got to town. I just graduated. Why am I getting this? And the guy who's been here 10 years can't even get somebody to open the door. Yeah. So there's also then that respect of this craft is allowing me to show my art, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But as a co-writer, they're probably like, look at your results. You know how to work. Mm-hmm. So they want to work with you because they know that if something comes out of it, they're going to get some kind of reward of it. Maybe financially or maybe not financially, but they know their song is going to be put out because you're going to work it.
Correct.
Your numbers don't lie.
Well, thank you.
You get the biggest smile when I talk about your numbers. You're proud of that. And you should be, because every label looks at that, as you know.
Yeah. What
did you learn about record deals? Are they hard to get? Are they worth to get?
They are. I learned a lot in school about record deals. I think right now I'm chasing a pub deal. And I love writing every day, and I feel like having that financial part to focus even more on writing would be very beneficial.
Yes.
But the dream is also to have a record deal or an artist development deal.
That's your ultimate, is to get an artist development.
Correct, yes.
That's the best way to start, is art develop. Yeah.
And I do believe that record deals can give you, if it's the right one, if it's the right fit.
Yeah, you got to structure it right.
Yeah.
And you can't be taking no 90-10s now. It's not
correct. Good. And with people that you genuinely trust and they have your best interest in heart and they believe in you, like it's got to be 50-50. You got to work hard for them. And just because you do get a record deal doesn't mean like, oh, okay, they got it.
Yeah.
You know, like you still got to put in even more work now. Right. So yeah, I do think the record deals can get you to that next level and like touring and give you that financial part to just,
sustain you.
Loose.
You don't have to go to Pilates. You don't have to worry about that.
Correct. Opening
the doors because you know that you're sustained.
Yes.
But that's where your art can really come out of you because your concentration is simply your career.
Exactly.
And that's what's so good about now running a management company, because that's what a lot of the labels are saying to us is that get them ready for us. We don't want to get them ready. Bring us a product that has the numbers, that's ready to go, that can sell out these shows. Bring us a done product. I get it. And it's going to change again probably 10 more times in the next 10 years.
It is.
But there's nothing you can do about that. You have to play the game.
Yeah.
Which I find is, it should be that way because I guess that's the way they keep it fresh, right? And they keep the artists on their toes. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it, right?
Exactly.
And it's just not easy.
It is not easy.
No,
it is a grind. It is such a grind, but you become addicted to it now. Like, if I don't have a double or if I'm not, like, having a round or something, I'm like, you just feel guilty.
So what do you do if you had a new songwriter come up to you? Are you the type of artist that would say, hey, let's give it a shot? Would you write with a new artist that came to town?
Oh, absolutely.
You
yes,
love that.
I do, because I know exactly what it's like
on the other side.
To reach out and to not hear anything back, or to want to get coffee just for advice and to not hear anything. I know exactly what that's like. So I'm a huge advocate on you never know.
Right.
Write with everybody. And being at Belmont, we had the coolest opportunity to listen to Liz Rose. And she gave phenomenal advice because they had brought this, I forget how old Taylor Swift was at the time, like 14 or 13. Yeah, she was so young. And they were like, will you write with this girl? And she was like, yeah, I will. She did. And now look, you just never know what God has in store. And I feel like if I met that person, I was meant to meet them. So I will always write with anybody.
That's why when Ashley came in, she's new to town. She's about a year in. She's working Redneck Riviera. She's just got done cutting one of her songs. I'm a firm believer of connecting the dots with good people, because if you surround yourself with good people, then good things come, right?
Yes.
And I like that. So that's why I didn't mean to push her on either one of you guys.
I'm glad you did.
But it made total sense for you to meet. So when you go back home, you have a little bit of fame now, right? You got down to Nashville. You're doing your thing. Well, how do people treat you?
Honestly, the same. Like, it's
Excellent.
still, I love going home to a small town. And, like, I'm a big family girl. So whenever I do go home, I'm like, going to the coffee shops with my mom and dad and catching up. And they're so supportive. I cannot say enough good things about my family.
That's not easy to get,
Yeah,
a lot of parents, because they love you so much, they go, oh, are you sure you want to do that? It's kind of a dream. But you did it a different way. It's like Allie Colleen, Garth's daughter. She went to Belmont.
She did, yeah.
But, Garth said, you might make it, and I'm not saying you won't. And I am your dad, but get an education just in case. And she did.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked for you as well, and you learned a ton.
So much.
Yeah, because now when you hear things that just don't make sense, you go, oh, that's not really how it works. So you're not really being an honest person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's even more crazy because, again, like in high school, I wasn't out playing shows. Like, I was pretty shy. I hid the music thing for a while.
I hear that over and over again.
And looking back, I'm like, I don't know why, but whenever I did, like, my parents always knew that it was there, and I don't know how they knew. Like, and that's why I credit them for everything. Like, they're so wonderful, and I thank them so much for believing in me even before I believed in myself. I was like,
Mom and Dad. That's awesome.
They're phenomenal. They're great people. I'm the middle of 5, my siblings, like, and they all work so hard. We all do such different things, and seeing them work hard at what they do motivates me even more.
Yeah.
So
that middle child too, you like the attention.
No, I don't.
You're not the youngest, but you're not the oldest. But okay, Mom and Dad, look what I did here too. A little bit, right? A little bit.
No, I mean,
I was the baby of the family, so I took it to
you?
a different way. Yeah, I got to prove myself or something in my mind, whatever.
No, all my siblings are great people, hard workers, driven as all get out. So they make me want to work even harder at what I do.
That's awesome. Hey, listen, you guys, we'll be right back after this.
Are you a TV producer or camera crew ready to capture the heart and hustle of Music City? Then we got your next hit TV reality show.
Introducing Drop Me Off in Nashville, the reality series where country dreamers chase stardom, heartbreak meets dead ends, and every neon sign has its own story.
We're calling all Nashville filmmakers, videographers, and crews to help bring this story to life. From Ryman Alley to Broadway nights, this is where the fans meet the future stars.
Think Southern Charms meets ABC's Nashville. But real, raw, emotional. A self-contained docuseries.
Want to get behind the camera and shoot the next breakout series? Reach out now at dropmeoffinnashville.com and let's make TV magic, y'all.
Drop Me Off in Nashville, where the dreamers and the fans connect in reality.
You're tuned in to Drop Me Off in Nashville with Scott and friends. I think they've been dropped off at a few Nashville bars themselves.
Okay, guys, we're back. And sometimes we get talking in the break, and I love that because sometimes the realism comes out. And Amber Marie, you really got it figured out. I mean...
Wow. I pray. God's gotten me.
But the thing about it is you're taking what you've learned in school, you applied it, you're working, you're doing your co-writes, you're showing up, you do things like these podcasts, you're putting your music out there, you're doing what an artist does, and you're not blaming anybody but yourself. You're taking all the credit and you're taking all the blame, right?
Well, I would not take all the credit. I have wonderful co-writers. God has been so good for blessing me with the best people. I would not take any of the credit. Julia Maury, Alex Lomartier, Jan Harrison, Julia, there's so many. Julia Hutchinson, Aiden Gray. I could go on and on. I have wonderful co-writers who believe in me, and I believe in them just as much.
That's important.
Yeah.
Because it's a friendship.
It is. You want to, be able to trust each other and be vulnerable in that room. I mean, you're talking about real life experiences, dates. I mean,
Right.
Things that go so good in life, things that go so bad, whether it's family. I mean, you got to be able to trust these people,
Right.
So God has truly blessed me with wonderful people. And again, I believe in them so much. And, I hope they believe in me and we work as a team.
Looking back, what has been your proudest milestone so far? Perhaps a release or a performance, or you got to write with somebody special. What's been your biggest moment that you kind of went, wow, that was pretty neat?
Oh my gosh, there's been so many just little ones because I feel like you have to celebrate the little successes,
Yes.
just to keep you going. But lately it's been being playlisted on Spotify Fresh Finds. That was the coolest opportunity to share with Evie Grace Fowler and Julia Maury, who's my co-writer and producer. And so I remember this was like a week ago. I was home over the weekend and Julia texted me and she's like, we're on Fresh Finds. I'm like, really? Like, we've been praying for this for so long.
Yeah.
And God has been so good. And I looked at him, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're really on there. And I was so proud of them. I was so proud. I mean, Julia, I've been the first person that she's produced. And so I believe in her.
That's a moment
so
for
much.
her, too.
Yeah. So
You know
I'm
what I
like,
mean?
let's celebrate, ladies.
Yes. So Fresh Finds, when you get on a playlist like that, that's a pretty big deal. It's not easy to do either.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Did your numbers go crazy afterwards?
They did. They've been doing great.
Ever since.
By the blessing of God, yeah. Yeah, Tailgate was put on there. And it's my first song I've had ever Spotify playlisted. So we've just been like soaking in the moment.
How are you going to follow that up? And when do you know to release again? Do you have that plan in mind?
I do, yes. Yes, we've been planning this for a while now. So I've got a new song, Checking In, coming out on Friday.
Checking In?
Yes.
This Friday?
Yes, a little surprise.
What's the
single.
date?
It's October 24th.
October 24th,
yes.
It's coming out, okay?
Yes.
And how are you going to promote that?
In every way that I have
Like you have been.
Yeah.
Because it works.
Every way that I can, man. I'll just,
These little short videos that you do, how do you come up with that creativity? Is that another thing that you're working with other people? Or do you go, hey, I have an idea today we're going to do this? I mean, you've been sitting on the back of a truck. You've done it with your friends. You've done all kinds of different things that work for you. Do you come up with those things?
I do. Some of my friends will be like, oh, we should do this. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Because I'm going to be honest, we're working on a low budget. I mean, I'm fresh out of college. So we'll take what we can and using our resources and we just go shoot some content. Like we use my roommate, Kayla. She's also the biggest blessing in my life. She's been so supportive, so helpful. And so we took her little camera and we went, so it doesn't need to be anything expensive or big or flashy. Like if you have this idea, make it work, edit some things and see what happens.
I always say you can hit delete and try it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Are you playing downtown Broadway at writers' nights? Where are you playing?
Yeah, I try to do as many writers' rounds as I possibly can.
Tonight you got one, right?
I had one last night.
It was last night. I'm sorry.
I was at the Cambria Hotel with Nashville Tour Stop. And I'm so excited. I just got asked to play Raised Rowdy for the first time December 9th. This
Congratulations.
Is with my best friends. Thank you. So I'm super pumped about that. Any round that'll take me, I'm there. And I actually just got back from a show in Missouri.
Yeah, you said you came in last night?
We came back a couple days ago. Yeah, a couple days ago, but yeah, it's been...
Are you opening mostly for country artists, for Christian artists, a little bit of both? What are you doing? Are you doing all your own shows? What's happening?
So whenever I got asked to go to Mississippi, a friend, my old guitar player, Tyler Gregg, was like, oh, our singer is sick. Can you come? So I'm like, ladies, let's go. We're going on a road trip.
It's time to get in the truck.
Yeah. And I'm a big believer that any opportunity that seems like just say yes. I'm a big say yes girl. Like if you ask me to do anything and it's safe, I'm going to be there.
Yes. 100%. Good for you.
So we went to Mississippi, came back the next day, and then my friend Aiden and his mom, Kyla Walters, they put on a festival in Missouri called the Rosebud Country Music Festival. And a couple of us, some of us met Aiden through TikTok. Aiden Walters, he's phenomenal. He's so talented. Please go check him out.
I will.
And he was like, a couple months ago, he's like, you want to be in this festival? I'm like, oh, Aiden, I want to be in a festival.
No, festivals are great.
Oh, it was so fun.
That's the one you want to get on.
It was so fun.
Because it's an easy invite back.
It was great. Like the people are phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about Missouri. It was so fun. Kyla and Aiden and their whole family are just great people. So it was a blast to play down there. And yeah, I had my own little set. Me and Julia Maury went. She was my guitar player and harmony girl. So we just had a blast. It was great.
That's awesome. So do you think there's challenges for women in country music today? Or do you find the playing field has gotten better? Do you feel like it's gotten worse? What do you feel about that? Because I have a really strong opinion on it.
Do you? I'm kind of curious what yours is.
My opinion is I think no matter what, every woman that writes a song that is valued, every man that writes a song that is valued, it shouldn't be scaled in any other way of whether it's good or not. Mm-hmm. And if it's good, it's got to be played. And if it's 100 great women's songs in a row, then that's what it is. Why do we have to put a mix in it?
I completely agree.
The best should be the best. And it shouldn't matter if we didn't play enough of this person's song, a male song, or we didn't play enough of the best should be played. And if that's 100 great women's songs in a row, we play 100 great women's songs in a row. That's probably not how program directors think of it. But how do you feel about it? I mean, do you feel like it's harder? Do you feel like it's easier? Do you feel like it's something that you have to challenge and get past as a writer, as an artist?
I completely agree with what you're saying. The best song wins. And whether it was written by a group of girls, a group of guys, the best song wins. And I'm always a big believer in that. And I feel the same way about a lot of things in life. Like if I'm going to have a nurse, I don't care who, as long as, it's the best nurse. Correct. So that's kind of where I'm a big believer in that. And again, like just being a good person, no matter, that's all that matters to me.
Please and thank you goes a long way.
It does. Absolutely.
And you could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not hard to tell who's in it, for the right reasons. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell me one thing about you that people don't know. As an artist.
Great question.
So you get up in the morning, you have a cup of coffee, or you don't, but you go to Pilates. So you have a life besides music, right?
Correct.
And,
yes.
And what's something that people would be like, well, that's really sweet that she does that.
That's a really great question. I do. I'm a big coffee girl. I love going to coffee shops. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I think
that's one of your gifts in there. I think I got your Starbucks card. I think so.
You're the best, Scott. I will be using that right after this.
I think you either got that or Chick-fil-A, so I don't know which one you got.
Either or, I'm grateful. But yeah, I think something that people might not know about me is I grew up, I'm a big R&B fan. I love rap. I love R&B. My brother, I always joke, I credit my big brother, Kyle. Every morning on our way to school, all 5 of us would be in the car, and it's like 7 a.m., and he's blaring Chris Brown and Drake and like Lil Uzi. So I have such a soft spot for that kind of music. I love it. I love the beats. And I think that kind of plays a little bit into my style. So I think that's something that people maybe wouldn't know about me.
That's really cool. So listen, when you write a song, Carrie Underwood, when she goes into a studio, we're just use as an example, she sells that lyric brilliantly, right? Mm-hmm. So as a songwriter, you also have to sell that lyric brilliantly. That's not easy, is it?
It's not.
It's not copying. It's not karaoke back home. When you get to Nashville, you have to write your song from scratch, marry it to the music, find the right team, and then sell that vocal, and then try to get that out there. And that is a process, isn't it? It's not just come here, like go on American Idol and sing a bunch of karaoke songs and then win, and then now what?
Yeah.
That's why you don't ever hear from them anymore, because you put them in a studio and they can't sell the vocal.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's not easy, is it?
It's not.
How did you figure out that craft? And do you still struggle with that or work with that? Because your numbers are showing that you figured it out. Do you feel like you have?
I wouldn't say no one's ever really got it fully figured. I feel like you're always trying, new things and that sorts. But my writing style has always been from experience. And I've gotten great advice throughout the years that like no one can tell your story how you can, and has lived it exactly how you can. And I've never been somebody to really go into a room and be like, oh man, I want to sound just like so-and-so. Let's right after that. Because being an artist, you have to write your story and what you know. So that's always worked for me. It's so funny to hear my co-writers be like, so what happened today? And I'm like, oh, I went on this date and this happened. Like, I truly...
Now we can start writing.
Yeah. I'm truly somebody that like... That's my favorite style of writing, is off experience. If someone has a great hook, right. How can you relate to it? Right. Because no one else, that is your superpower, being a writer and an artist. No one else can tell it exactly how you can, because they didn't live it like you did.
I think, and I hope a lot of artists don't get mad at me, but I'll always stick by this. I really believe the songwriter is the artist.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times, and excuse me, artists, for saying this, but the fact of the matter is they karaoke the songwriter's version of what they created.
Yeah.
And they go in and they put maybe their spin on it a little bit or change the music around a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I think the songwriter is truly the artist.
Absolutely.
Do you believe that?
I do. And I do feel that like an artist, like you have to connect to it. And that's what makes the fans be like, man, that's as real as it gets. And I feel like they have to connect to that in some way to really let it hit home for the fans.
I worked with Alison Krauss, his manager. Alison, wonderful, right?
Oh,
and when she accepts music, it's no music, it's just words. She doesn't want to be inspired by the writer. She wants to sell it her way. Yeah. I find that extremely impressive.
That is a different.
Because I don't hear that very often. But when I heard it from her, ever since I have heard that from her management team, I've always went, wow. You are a true artist, ma'am, because she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if I could say, I'm gonna give you one wish, Amber. You could have anybody you want in the world, alive or dead, to write with or do a collaboration with. Who would that be?
That is a fantastic question. Oh my goodness. Right now, I'm a huge fan of Priscilla Block. She just dropped her latest album, and that's been on my repeat. Again, back to my R&B roots. Chris Brown, one of my favorites. I love his music, like the beats and melodies and stuff like that. Oh, that's a great question. There's so many.
That's the whole thing. So, but think about this. So, you're a writer. You could be on that path, right? You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You don't know what God's plan is for you.
Yeah.
You could be on that plan. So if you did get into that situation where, okay, tomorrow they're calling you and their management team's going, hey, listen, Amber Marie, I need you to write with whoever your dream person is. What would you do and how would you go into that session? Would you go in with a notebook full of ideas? Would you go in, let's just do it like I do every other song? What do you think? How would you handle that?
I would stay exactly like true to myself, how
Perfect.
I have been, of like, this happened and help me bring this story to life, you know?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we're all just people.
Because you got there because of that path.
Yeah.
So why go off it, right?
Yes. And it's so important to trust yourself too. And, you know, that's been something that I've had to learn over the years of like, being in like a cool meeting or with somebody cool, it's like, man, do I deserve to be here? Having that doubt. Like, I felt that so much. But I'm like, God would not give you anything that you could not handle.